Shalom to the nation of Israel. This is Barzal coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Racha Kotash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and to the hopeful elect pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. This quick lesson will be titled, Balance Comes from Wisdom, Not from Your Heart. Okay? So let's go to this quick video.
Things that you have on your body.
Okay.
The heart is one of the most powerful things that you have on your body. What controls your body is not your mind. The mind don't control the body. It's the heart.
Okay, so he says the heart is one of the most powerful things in your body. Okay, true, right? Your brain is very powerful. But I just gave it away. But then he says what controls your body is not your mind, it's your heart. Now, unfortunately, this guy does not know that your heart and your mind are the same thing. So Proverbs 28 and 26. He that trusteth in his own heart is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. So if you trust in your own heart, you're a fool. Okay? Now, what does the word heart mean? Goes into the word lav, where it says inner man, mind, will, heart. You see? Mind and heart are the same thing. The same thing. Okay? So your mind and the heart are the same thing, but he's trying to separate the mind and the heart as if the mind, man, he's very confused because he's saying that the heart is the logical side and the mind is the emotional side. When that doesn't even make any sense, because even if present day, even though that's not true, even in present day, like let's say you're texting someone, right? Or just say you're talking about a personality, you're like, oh, that guy's a very deep thinker. That guy's he's a very intellectual, right? Or that person's wears his heart on his sleeve, so to speak. You always associate the heart with emotions, right? And the mind or the brain with intellect, logic, right? But he's even confusing even further and saying that the heart is the logical side now, and the mind, which is the brain, is the emotional side, right? So it's just even more confusion, but not knowing that the mind and the heart are the same thing. Okay, they're the same thing. Boy, oh boy. So, and that's the whole joke about the society. They're playing some like uplifting music in the back, right? To make it sound what he's saying is so deep. And they have the guys sitting around them and they're sitting there like, yeah, man, that sounds so deep. Yeah, you're right. Right? Because they believe it too, because they're also in gross darkness. Right? They're in that confused state. So 1 Corinthians 14:33, for Yahweh is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. So peace goes in tranquility and stability. That's what the word peace goes into. Confusion goes to instability, right? So who do you think is the author of instability? It's not Yahweh. It's not Yahweh Shai. It's obviously Satan, right? And Satan's running rampant here in his kingdom. I remember in Job, asked, when Satan presented himself with the other sons of the Most High, of Yahweh, the Most High asked him, where have you been? Where you like basically roughly paraphrasing, what have you been up to? He's like running to and fro on the earth. So Satan's out here getting busy, blinding people, making them go crazy, making them be in gross darkness, confusing them. So this guy, let's just let it keep playing.
Because your mind will tell you to give up. Your mind will tell you to quit. Your mind will say it's getting too tough. I can't do this. But with your
So
heart,
now the mind is the mind, which, like I said, this guy is so confused. Now the mind, which I guess you want to break it down, the intellectual side of the brain is the emotional side. And then the emotional side of the brain is the logical side. Okay?
to say I die for this. The heart
This
is
guy
one of
is
the
so
most.
far gone, man. Like, it's just like, oh my goodness. Okay. So you can see how confused he is. First, he said the heart is stronger than the mind, not knowing that the heart and the mind are the same thing, and then even confusing what we even know, like, you know, what society knows of what's like if you're texting someone, you put a heart eyes. That means you love them. You're showing emotions. I love you. If you put a brain, you're referring to intellect, logic, right? But he even confused that. Now the brain is the emotional side, and the heart, right? Emotions is the logical side. And the reason why he's so confused is because he's trusting in his own mind. Right? And what did I just read? I'll read it, go back to it again. Proverbs 28 and 26. Proverbs 28 and 26. He that trusteth in his own heart or mind is a fool, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. How do you walk wisely? Okay, where do you get this wisdom? Ecclesiasticus 19 and 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law and the knowledge of his omnipotency. So fearing the Lord is all wisdom, right? And in all wisdom, you got to be performing the law because you're performing the law because you fear the Lord. And that's how you get wise. That's how you continue to get wise. The first wise thing you did was to fear the Most High. That's the first instance of being wise. To fearing the power that's created everything. And understanding that he exists and that his son exists, right? And that he created everything and he can take you out at any time he wants to. And through that fear, if you continue in that fear, you start to perform those things because you fear the Most High. You know if you break his rules, you know what he's going to do to you. Right? So that's how you become wise. So that's how you become wise and stay wise. That guy doesn't fear the Lord. He believes he's his own Lord. He believes he's his own Most High, right? He believes he's his own Savior. That's why he's in that deep, dark, confused state. Okay? So now we're going to jump back here and go to Jeremiah 17 and 9. Jeremiah 17 and 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? So that's why you're not supposed to be trusting your own mind. You got to be trusting in Yahweh Shem Shai, which is the scriptures. Okay? Reading the scriptures. Studying the scriptures. Those are the laws, statutes, and commandments. And performing them is how you become wise. And you're going to perform them because you fear the Lord. Okay? And then the last one. And you guys don't even understand the spiritual aspect. That's why they're so far gone. They just think it's all flesh, 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 flesh. You don't understand you're a spirit. Matthew 26-41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing. So the spirit indeed is willing to do the right thing. It wants to do the right thing. But the flesh is weak. So the flesh is weak to do the right thing. So it does the wrong thing. So him saying that, oh, your mind wants to tell you not to do the things. Basically, your mind is what's weak. But your heart isn't. That's how confused he is. Okay? He's so far gone. Right? The flesh is the one that's weak. It's not your brain. It's not your heart, which are still the same thing. Or it's not your emotions. It's not logic. Okay? It's still the same. It's two sides of the same coin. Right? It's your flesh. Okay? The flesh is weak. Your spirit is what's strong. Your pure energy. But your flesh is weak. Right? And even with your spirit, if you don't have Yahweh Shem Shai, you're not even going to know what to do the right thing. You're not going to have the schoolmaster to teach you what the right thing is, which is the scriptures, the law, statutes, commandments. Okay? Because Yahweh Shai is also referred to as the word, the comforter. Okay? So if he's not supping with you, you're not going to do the right thing. You don't know how to do the right thing. Okay? It's like driving a car and not having a driving instructor with you while you're driving the car. You're just going to constantly crash the car all the time because you're never actually taught how to drive the car properly. You don't know the rules of how to drive the car properly because you don't fear the Lord. Okay? So don't trust in your own mind. Don't trust in your heart. Don't trust in your body. Trust in Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? Yes, you do want to do the right thing, but how do you do the right thing? Do you even know what the right thing is? How do you do that? You need Yahweh Shem Shai at the end of the day. Okay? So that's it on that. I'd like to close out by saying, Ka halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and to the hopeful elect, pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Abad, Babal, Kwam Yashrala, and Shalom.